What is causing the individuals to have that type of mindset change, willingness to step into putting in the reps to make this happen?
That's
My
good. That's a
bones
good
are
question.
hurting.
Okay, so multiple things here. So I'll lay it in a domino effect, kind of laying out the cards. It's so first, it's the person gets to be aware that they want something different, and the desire to actually take action comes from one of two things.
Welcome to the Inner Compass, a place to get curious, explore God, the universe, and uncover your purpose. Together, we'll dive into values, alignment, growth, and the journey to becoming who you're meant to be. Let's discover and grow and thrive, starting from the heart. Follow us on YouTube and hashtag Leader of You Inner Compass. Welcome back to another edition of Inner Compass, Leader of You, Leading Beyond Limits. Today I have a great guest, a friend of mine. He is a fitness master coach with 30 years in fitness and nutrition. He specializes in transformative coaching. He's the creator of the K7 method designed to help high achievers regain energy, confidence, and physical appeal. He's very effective at it. Esteban has educated and trained over 5,000 plus fitness, nutrition professionals. His programs have impacted hundreds of thousands of individuals, folks. He knows what he's doing. He's very effective and he gets results. I'd like to welcome Esteban Lutz with K7 Fitness.
What is your success, for example, with all these 50-year-old people, 60-year-old, even 70-year-old people?
I know.
It tells me, I mean, it's nuts to think that in our mind that we have this belief that we cannot be fit at that age. And this being busted by you across the board. And so I was thinking, well, what is the success behind that? What is causing the individuals to have that type of mindset change, willingness to step into putting in the reps to make this happen?
That's good. That's a good question.
Hurting.
Okay, so multiple things here. So I'll lay it in a domino effect, kind of laying out the cards. It's so first, it's the person gets to be aware that they want something different, and the desire to actually take action comes from one of two things. Am I in enough pain where I don't want to stay here anymore, and I got to figure out how to get out of this pain? Or where they identify a purpose, that vision. You know, it's I have a calling on my life, and I know I get to show up with the biggest, best battery. That's what I'm going to call the human body version of myself. The reality is, and there's a lot of research and study that goes into this, we're driven to move quicker by pain than by pleasure. So as a coach, I get to identify that. So if you and I are having a conversation, it's identifying, what do you want? Why is it important to you? What's getting in the way? Then when, as a coach, when I identify your pain, I'll put a dagger in there and I'll twist junk out of it. Knowing that we take action quicker on pain, I want to agitate the crap out of that. Because I know it's like, boom, I'm on a hot seat. I need to get out. I need to get off of this hot seat. So that is part of it. Then it's, well, where's my destination? That's what I call the purpose. So it's identifying. We all have that inner child dream. Some of us maybe have forgotten about it. There's dust on it. There's rust on it. So it's cleaning up the room, polishing it up. And sometimes I preface it with this question: if you had an extra $20 million, you've paid off all the debt, you've contributed all the money that you want to all the churches, what would you do? And then typically they allow themselves to, because a lot of times, well, I got to pay my bills. It's all done. I would give money to this charity. All done. 20 extra $1 million. What would you do? So then there's the dream. And the dream is typically tied into a purpose. Mm-hmm. So it's like the purpose is something that gets you awake before the alarm goes off. Awesome. Yeah. So I share all of that with that's the foundation And you and I have gone through similar leadership coaching and training where it's I get to be clear on what I want and then what be, do, have. What's my identity on that?
T right there, be, then do, and have. And the world teaches do, have, and hope to be. That's
That's good.
that's
Yeah.
a long
Hope to be. Yeah. No, and we step into and we live into our identity. If I'm constantly saying, man, I'm just that late guy, I'm going to live into that. Presto. We're honest to ourselves.
Mhm.
I'm always slacking. I'm always tired. Got it. Presto. So it's I'm strong. I'm connected. I'm loving. Got it. So I get to live into that. So it starts off with that. What do you want? Why is it important to you? What's been getting in the way? So identify what's been getting in the way, get it out of it. Identify your pain, agitate the junk out of the pain as a coach, and being crystal clear on that purpose, the vision, the drive. Why are you investing into your body? There's a junk ton of people that don't. Why is it important for you? Because it's more than, when we're in our early season of life, we're looking to find a mate. Well, it's kind of like a job interview. The way I show up, the way I present myself. I want to present myself and got it. So you want a tight body so you can attract an ideal mate. As we age, been married, have kids, so our purpose is different. At 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. It ends up typically with the people I speak to, it's a legacy concept. And it's also I realize I'm mortal. I've acknowledged that there's only a few days left in my life and tomorrow's not promised or guaranteed. And the stronger my physical body is, the more I can accomplish, the higher level of influence that I've got. So it's really cool with that. And then at that point, then it's giving the homework. Okay. Now once you have clarity on your destination and your why to that destination, how do we create that physical body to match the emotional body easy to where it's not dragging over 2 hours. So what I do a lot is I show testimonials all the time. I mean, with me, I'm constantly lifting up my shirt like, hey, look, I got a 6-pack and I'm in my 50s. And I do that to increase people's belief. Like, oh, when I was younger, I thought 50 was like 2 days previous to death.
I did too.
And here we are. So by having those testimonials, by seeing what's possible, it shifts the stories inside our head saying, oh, it's possible. Okay. Is it possible for me? Awesome. I want you to be curious.
Esteban, I mean, we've known each other for a little while now. And the thing, you came from a spot that you own gyms and you manage those gyms. Your body didn't reflect what it reflects now.
No.
Okay, and I know that. I've seen that. Okay, and you look like the typical 50-year-old person or male at that point in time. Now you're looking like the 30-year-old that's in the gym just cranking it out, ripped. Like, that's an unusual thing for a 50-year-old. A lot of it has to do with the discipline and mindset, the dream, the vision,
Yep.
right? And what you want to create in your life and your purpose. And I know with men without purpose always seek pleasure on it. So we need to get back to the core. I agree with you 100%. Is what is your core idea of what you want in life and what's your vision to get you there? What's going to be your why to get up in the morning?
Yeah.
What was your why at that time when you were not in shape like you are by any means, and yet you're a professional at it?
I was in survival mode. So pre me opening up my business, I was an employee for national fitness chain, so executive. And my role was coach developing programs. So I was exec over a personal training department, nutrition department, coaching the professionals, developing them, developing programs that got clients results. I wore one hat and I got really, 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 really good at that one hat, to the point where I figured when I would do it on my own, I'm excellent here. So of course I'm going to be excellent there. And when you're an owner operator of your own business, you're wearing at least 20 different hats. And if you're doing it right, you're going to suck at all of them except for one or two. And then you find the right people to wear those hats. Well, for the longest time, I did not identify the proper people to wear those hats. So I mismanaged those pressures. It impacted me physically. It impacted my relationship. I went through an awful divorce, disconnected myself from my kids also. So I wasn't prioritizing me so that I showed up my best way. And I look back and I'm like, did I want to make an impact? Yes. Was I committed to making an impact as a husband, as a father, as a business owner, as a employer? No. I was chasing the tail. Hindsight 2020, the coaching I'd have for myself is take care of you and take a deep breath. And whatever gets to bleed gets to bleed. So if you're not excellent in something, acknowledge it, put the ego aside and find somebody to take over that, or cut it loose. So it's part of the chasing the tail was actually my ego was part of that tail. Like, I've been really good at what I do for the longest time, and I can't show up as if I'm not good. Well, bro, you are. You're showing up not good as a husband, as a father, as a mentor. So looking back, it's the yes, take care of me. What's different today? Yes, I'm older. My health markers are superior to where they were. Is I'm clear on my purpose. And I'm clear on making the maximum impact with others, including as a spouse, including as a parent, is I get to fill up my battery fully. It's the wherever my phone is. It's if I'm using my phone for a meeting, we're doing a massive multi-million-dollar acquisition, and I have all my notes on my phone and I'm at 5% battery. That's stupid. You're not going to make an impact. So it's like, no. I'm protecting and making sure I show up with 100% battery. That's what I get to do for my physical and mental state now. And night and day difference from where I am now to where I was before.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a complete shift, but see, that brings hope to other people. High performers I know are in that situation. Don't feel like they have enough time that they can achieve this. And yes, you can. You've broken that. You're busted that myth completely.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it myself. And within 20 minutes a day, anybody can reprioritize and be intimate with their time.
Yeah.
To make time for the essential things, being yourself, in order to be able to perform and to produce in your life. We think we got to do so much to accomplish a whole bunch, but we do so much, we usually don't accomplish much at all.
No, so true. Yeah. And I hear from men a lot, I'm last because I got to take care of the family. I got to take care of the finance. I got to. And then if there's time for me to work out or to do the meditation and the prayer, if there's time, it's like, bro, if you're committed to genuinely being that person in your family, for your family, you take care of you first so that you're showing up to support them with that 100% battery. So it's also being surrounded by genuine mentors that have fallen on their face and have learned. And it's like, I don't want you to go through this and learn it the hard way. Allow me to please guide you so that you don't forfeit your relationship, so that you don't forfeit your finances. Because we're going to learn one way or another. And it's so key to prioritize self so that you show up and contribute at your best version every single time. And yeah, I have found formulas where this can be created in under 20 minutes a day.
Yeah. And for the audience sake, you need to take advantage of it. You're never too busy to take care of yourself. And if you look at it, if you were a glass pitcher and you had nothing to pour out, then why are you trying to continue to pour out yourself when there's nothing there left to give?
That's so good.
Biggest nugget that Esteban just said, and I wholeheartedly know this now because I myself, if you know my story, have actually gone through business throughout my life, and I nearly lost my life because I pushed it to the edge. I'm fulfilled. What didn't I have? A mentor or a coach who knew more than I did. In fact, the fastest way to get to wealth and success in your life, fulfilled with joy and fruit in your life, is to find somebody that's been there, knows how to take you there. If you don't have that, you need to go back and look at what you're producing, and is it really worth it? And should you just change course?
Yeah. And I'm a massive advocate, believer of have a mentor, however it was 80, 100, 200 years ago, whether that was the father, whether it was an uncle, whether it was a grandfather, it's missing in today's culture.
Yes.
Yeah, we can find it. We can find a mentor that whatever pathway I'm looking for, whether it's spiritual, whether it's relationship, whether it's financial, whether it's physical, they're a couple of steps ahead of me. So invest your finances, invest your time into a mentor that you believe is going to take you down the proper pathway for you to grow. I see, and I'll be blunt this way, I see life being wasted without a mentor.
I agree. That is so true. I just can't say, amen enough on that. It's just how much life you want to sacrifice for really no result. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Be honest with yourself. Are you out there and you're suffering, you're getting the same results in your life, you're not happy with it? You need to open up the hood and have a good look inside, because something there needs to be addressed. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, it's a shortcut. It's the fast pass. So you go to these big theme parks, and you can wait on a 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour line to get on the ride. Or it's like, I have the fast pass. It's 2 minutes. It's like, that's what a great mentor and coach is going to do for it, irrelevant of the field of study or the area of life that you want to increase. Get with that. It's like, I want to learn jiu-jitsu. Go find a mentor and a coach. Hire private sessions. I want to learn how to speak a different language. Go find a mentor and a coach. I want to learn how to play chess. Same thing. It's the fast pass always.
Yeah. I mean, Esteban, like I said, I'm having you here simply because I know that I can trust you, for one, in what you produce. All right. You've got thousands of people who've gone through this program, have you not?
Yeah. It may be in the hundreds of thousands or millions now, but yes.
All right, so we're ranking up, but the fact is, when we're going back to a mentorship, a trainer, a coach, you want a result in your life. If you want to invest in something like that, so get your results that matter in your life, in a way of thinking, challenging your beliefs, busting those beliefs when they're not supporting you, getting you into a position where you're physically fit. And I mean, just a small takeaway, when you exercise, it releases dopamine, which dopamine is the reward center for your efforts. And when you do that, you feel great on it. Why wouldn't you want to feel that way? Well, it just takes a little extra effort to put into something to get something out of it. Small steps, isn't it, Esteban?
And what's really neat is that there's studies that now show the benefits of what I call fit snacks. And this is how I live, doing a 1 minute, 2 minute, or 3 minute strength routine. And then I get on a call, and then I get to my emails, then I get to, so whatever it is that you're doing on your regular schedule, keep that, fit into snacks. So it is going to boost that dopamine, the serotonin, it's the feel good hormones per se. When the muscle is activated, it releases what some call the hope molecules, myokines. They're aminos and hormones that actually heal the organs throughout the body. So muscle is like an endocrine organ. It's considered an organ. Studies have showed that when those myokines cross the blood-brain barrier, it suppresses anxiety, stress, depression. Holy cow, so I can feel great, more so than pharmaceuticals do. So by doing a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute strength routine, and then you get back on with your day, you're shifting your hormones, your self-belief, and your ability to execute at a much higher level by just investing a little bit of time in movement. So it's amazing how perfect our body has been created, and how it actually heals itself. So we do one thing and ta-da, we feel great.
I mean, that's it. We were meant to exercise. We're not meant just to be idle and sit still. We're supposed to work. Yeah, definitely. But, do it smart and do it in balance. is a great thing. You were talking about the little fit snacks. You want to tell the audience a little bit more about that? Because I know that's something that you can help them with.
Yeah.
Certainly.
So when people hear the term snacks, it's like as if I had a bowl of M&Ms right here next to me, or trail mix or whatever, and I'm not eating a meal. I'm not sitting down for lunch. I'm not sitting down for dinner, but I just need a little snack right now. I just need a little bag of chips. So snack is done in a short time in just little amounts. So now I'm putting the word fitness in front of it. So I openly share, I'm not doing the 1 hour, 2 hour exercises per day.
Mm-hmm.
3 days a week, I do 15 to 20 minutes. The other days I do roughly between 10 and 15 minutes sprinkled throughout the day. So I'll do a 1 minute routine. I'll do a 2 minute routine. Rarely do I do a 3 minute routine, but if it's snack, it can be considered by up to a 3 minute routine. And it's doing things that activate your muscles for 1 minute. So I'm gonna share an example of for people that are just listening on the podcast. If I were to stand here and do squats for 60 seconds, whether I'm holding on to dumbbells or extra weight or not, or lunges or side arm raises for my shoulders, do that for 60 seconds, do it for 120 seconds. Holy cow, my muscles burn. Awesome. Let me get back to work. Let me get back to the project that I was working on before. That's a fit snack. If I do 1 to 2 minutes an hour, every 2 hours, I'm sprinkling in the snacks, the fitness snacks throughout the day. And observational study with myself and my clients, it works. Clinical research shows it works. It does not have to be a gazillion hours at the gym. I'm not saying not to do that. And I'm also saying it doesn't have to be that.
More importantly, just not only in the body part, but also in the mind. When you interrupt something like that, you're giving your brain a pause to refresh, to rethink a possibility that you didn't think of, to back away for a moment on that problem that you're really intensely working on. Your brain's a muscle. It consumes a lot of fatty acids, omega-3s. It burns fuel. And if you think about it, when you start running low on fuel, what happens? You don't think clearly.
No. I get there multiple times. So, and it's a reset. It really is. It's a reset cognitively and emotionally. And it's like, okay, I'm fresh. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, that's a concept that normally, well, I haven't heard of, to be honest with you, out there. When you were mentioning, I was like, what is a fit snack? Now I know.
Yeah. And I typically do that purposefully before I speak, whether it's a podcast or whether it's a summit. I get my body movement, I get in motion, I get in state, and I show up as a higher version versus a little lethargic, potential foggy brain. It's like, no, I'm sharp. Let's go.
Well, and lose a little tension as well. Change, maybe people will get in and get a little nervous before a meeting or something like that, or change it to an excitement. So you bust it up, exercise a little bit. I'm excited, ready to go. Energy level comes up naturally, and you're fired up, and off you go with confidence as well. And that's a great takeaway right there. That's a fantastic nugget for those under high pressure. That's, just shake it off. Let's go for a minute and get ready. You're going in. So, that's great. So I know we're almost out of time, and how can the audience reach you? I think I have a link I can put in there, but is there something that you want to educate them on, or offer them that they can come that would incentivize them to at least meet you and check you out?
So depending on the time of the year that people are listening to this, I have things that are open to the public, either webinars and workshops. So we're recording this Q1 of the year. I do them each Saturday. So it's a right under an hour workshop teaching on different topics, and then I stay open for Q&A. And each month I open up to different challenges. So it's either a 3-day or a 5-day challenge where I'm going live with the audience, giving them guidance, and again, open for Q&A. Because a lot of times it's the Esteban, I'd like to, but awesome. Bring that question up, bring that potential issue up, and we'll crush it right there. For those that are on social media, I have a Facebook page and I have an Instagram page that I check daily. I do have YouTube, but I'm rarely ever on that. Whatever gets loaded on that gets loaded. But the Instagram is my first and last name, Esteban Lutz, Lutz, and it's an underscore with K7. So I created the K7 method. So it's an easy way to identify K7. That's my personal one. If you reach out to me, I'm going to respond to you on that one. I have a business one. I'm not responding on that one. So if anybody legit wants to get to know me a little bit better, just go to my personal one. You'll get to see behind the scenes, not just the business side, but what am I like at home? What's my relationship like with my wife and son? And we live on a hobby farm with the chickens and horse. So you'll get to see all of that.
And that's a great way of life, actually. I enjoyed being on the farm when I was growing up. It was always something to learn and have fun, chase around.
I'm loving it. There's work involved with that, and I'm
always
loving it every minute of it.
But it's good. It's good, wholesome work. It really is. It's God's work.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it. I'm glad you get to enjoy that as well and spend time with your family and balance. And so, audience, for real, you want to get fit, you want to change your life, start right here. It starts with the body. It goes all the way through into your soul, into your spirit. All right. It works both ways. Doesn't matter where you start somewhere. And if you're ready to change, here's the place to start changing.
Yeah, I want to share this also as you're wrapping up. I know that there's entrepreneurs and executives that listen to this podcast. When we show up, we're letting people know how well we can be counted on just by looking at our body. So when you take care of your body, you're letting the person know, your potential client, boss, know that, hey, you can see that I've got discipline. You can see that I've got commitment. You can see that I've got grit. You can see that I can tap into delayed gratification. So your physical body is a business card and it's a resume, and you're not hiding that. You're openly showing it to the world. So I highly encourage somebody that's seeking to advance themselves professionally, invest in you, because it's excellent for you, and you're letting the world know that's somebody I can count on. It's subconscious. We can instantly tell, got it. This person has discipline, grit, commitment, ability for delayed gratification. I know I can count on them. They're really not going to have the sick days. They're not going to have the sleeping in days. You're letting everybody know, hey, you can count on me. It's evidence.
That is a very strong point. And it's speaking without speaking. 97% of communication, believe it, or 93%, is not through words.
Yeah.
It's how you show up. Excellent point, Esteban. Excellent point. All right. Well, this has been great. Esteban, I really appreciate you being on this podcast. I intend for it to reach millions over the course of years.
Let's go.
And just to get information out, give to people a way that they too can change their lives, and let them know that they matter and they can do this. It's a choice. Simple as that. Are you going to make it? All right, everyone. God bless. We'll see you next Thursday. And hook up with Esteban. Make a choice. All right.
My door's open. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Until next time. See you later. Goodbye.